and money been Frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up with a family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. About she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I moved to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, many so can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no.
A first open back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we will wind up Week 5 with a good battle, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin. Five-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay, go steal. Set, go.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You look at the Steeler defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Love's throw taken in by Cooper here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Saints at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This defense for the Steelers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
There he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A huge play there on the screen pass. 57 yards.
Oh, man. Disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there. Doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there. Going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Ultra. Go ultra. Stay.
Stevenson again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Ramondre Stevenson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. handoff to Harris to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Knox. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 22.
Ready. Steal, black. Set.
First down, Love to pass. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On play action, Love to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. You look at the Steeler defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Off play action. Knox. Got an open man against Washington. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw. Knox. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Isaiah Foskey brings him down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. After 1, it's 9-0. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Knox. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Harris going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Knox. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
His 5th rushing touchdown of the year, 6th overall.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now stands at 13.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw on third down, Knox. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards there on third down. Now a first down carry for Harris. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. He was brought down by Foyesade Aluakin. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Knox. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Knox. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Knox. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Knox. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Throwing on first down. Knox. He's got this to Pickens. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And not a good time for the sack on second and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's third down. Operating from the gun, Knox. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13. So first and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Love to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Fight, 97. Ready.
Stevenson will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. A final shot before break. Knox. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. A final shot before break. Knox. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Steal. Check steal. Set.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Red cycle. Hut, hut. Set.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Green jack. 6. Mega. Hut, hut.
On 3rd down, Love.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Now Love. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Check smash.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Stevenson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw now. Here's Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The ball comes out. Touchdown. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for two. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Following the interception, Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ready.
Second down, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They keep it with Miller on first down.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Stevenson gets it again on second down.
And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready?
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth.
Let's go now.
Here's second and 10.
Off the play fake, Love. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Stevenson gets it again on second down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe
taking it right down Broadway. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Looking to throw. Knox. Steps away to his left. And the ball is knocked out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10. Love now. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Watford, 6.
Here's Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can...
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 37 yards. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Love now on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Ultra. Go ultra. Set,
On play action. Love to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And here's Rodgers on the return. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Love, they go play action now. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Red, cycle. Ready?
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to 25 there. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Striker, 3-3. Green Jack. Ready.
Throwing. Love. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Saints. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw again, Knox. Open man downfield is Johnson. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Touchdown! Najee Harris with career touchdown number 70. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Six, mega, faster, faster.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Knox. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Knox. He's got Pickens. Complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Knox finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Isaiah Foskey in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So it's a win here for the Saints, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, I thought this defense just didn't have an answer for him all game long. They tried to change things up, but he was always one step ahead. And he finished with over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdown passes as well.
So for the Saints, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.